Eugene, do you know who's on the roster of the team you're playing tomorrow? Because Peter says he doesn't.
Stop. I figured it out. Somebody told me.
Well, I'm joined right now by Doublelift on the first day of NALCS with coverage brought to you by OmniSlash to talk about their match. So at one point in time, you guys were 7-0. I forget what the final score was, but it was pretty devastating. You told me about a month ago that you want to destroy TSM's legacy and make them regret every decision they've ever made. Then you did a Players Tribune article where I think you said something like you want to just annihilate them and make them embarrassed to have ever been seen in public. Whatever. You went really far in there.
Whoa.
Do you feel... I know.
Exaggerated a little bit.
That's how I felt. Whatever. I was like, This is extreme. Do you feel like you've done that now?
It's just a regular season game. Like I think it's the regular season always has implications for playoffs, but it's not like a direct one-to-one like, they 2-0'd him in the regular season, so they're going to smash him in playoffs. Yeah. For me, like, I think this particularly split, as with all splits, it's just getting harder and harder to secure like a place in the finals or even a place in playoffs. So, having that first seed and having the bye, that's on our sights for sure. And being able to beat TSM like right away, that puts us in like a really good position because now every other team has to play TSM. So, destroying their legacy, no, this is just like one, really small step. We got a marathon to go through.
You and I got dinner a while ago, and during that time there was a conversation where I think it was like one or two, your first couple of scrims, and you're like feeling a little nervous. And then today, and so I was like, I'm not sure about this match. And then Hunter, our mutual friend who runs Golden Guardians, came up to me and he says that he randomly bumped into you on your way to the gym.
Yeah.
And then you got out and you're like, yeah, we're going to win. So what changed to give you that confidence before today's match?
I mean, I just go in every match believing I'm going to win. Okay, that's the thing is if anyone asks me, I'm never going to say, no, we're going to lose. For me, like, I actually was really nervous. And right before the match, we were backstage. And I checked my heart rate, actually, and it was just so fast. Like, dunk, 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 dunk. Like, super nervous. I could feel, like, my heart's racing. And so it's fucking Jake. And, it's a big match. And, like, there's so much pressure. And, like, everyone's talking about it. And anytime I do an interview like this, people will talk about, like, oh, you wanted revenge. You really wanted revenge. Like, and then the community gets
behind that. I wonder why.
And the community gets behind that, and they're like, yeah, dude, this is so important to him. He, like, needs to win this. So then I just feel like I need to win this because, like, if that didn't happen, I would just be like, oh, that sucks. We lost to TSM, but we'll get him next time. No, it's like we have to win. So I guess that extra pressure ended up helping me a lot. So thanks, guys.
Well, you know why they say he really wants revenge. It's because you say crazy-ass shit in interviews.
Yeah, well, I tend to exaggerate things. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I talk shit, but in the end, like, I hope I'm pretty cool with everyone and no one, gets their feelings hurt.
So you said that your heart was racing. Was this one of the more, like, most nervous you've been for one of these matches? I mean, even though it's regular season?
Yeah, actually, I always get nervous a little bit before a game, but this one in particular, I could feel, like, I was, like, laying in bed last night just thinking, like, oh, my God, like, what if we lose? And right before the match, my heart's going insane. It reminded me of actually Worlds. Like every time I play internationally and I don't know much about the opponent, I don't know if we're going to win, then I honestly, like, I get nervous, the day before, right before the match. But then when I get on stage, it's all good. It really reminds me of that because TSM really is a team that no one has ever seen before. Like, they're not players that I've played against very much. And everyone in NA should be, like, kind of afraid of an X factor because I know, like, a good example would be I know what I'm getting into when I play Cloud9 because I've played against those guys for so long, and my heart's just totally normal. I'm barely live. I'm on life support in the backstage, but sometimes it pumps up.
I mean, it's an interesting situation that you find yourself in because I think everybody has been saying, oh, TSM and TL, these are the two best teams, hands down. Which one is better? Who knows? Now you've beaten TSM, everybody's going to assume TL is now automatically the best team in the league. Do you think that that's a fair assessment so early that TL is the best?
I've played on teams that shit the bed in the regular season, and we made a miracle run in playoffs like CLG. I've also played on teams that we struggled in playoffs even though we were dominating the regular season like TSM. So I think For me, I don't care if we're the best right now. I only care if we're the best in 10 weeks when it really matters the most. Obviously, if we don't make playoffs or we don't get the bye, like top 2 seeds, that's going to really hurt our chances, especially if we don't make playoffs, then we have a 0 chance. But I've always tried to push my team and just make sure that we're always the best. Like, not that, oh, we're okay with the level that we're at now. It's always about improvement. Every team tries to do that, but I think because I've been LCS for so long and I've been on top of my game for so long, I think I just have more experience doing that. So I just want the team to keep looking forward. And I think this is like a really good squad for that.
Yeah. With as nervous as you are, I just interviewed Steve a little bit ago. I'm very curious how much do you interact with Steve and how much did you interact before this? Because
Never.
He really?
I mean, I haven't seen him in like 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that.
Because I'm sure he was really nervous going to this because he and Andy have been going back and forth so much, and they made like this bet, which I know from your interview with Avali that you didn't know about. But it's just interesting to sort of see the mirror of, I think as much as you want to beat TSM, I bet you Steve probably has a similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't much of a question, so now I have to come up with a new one. No, how are
What do
you
you
settling?
think about that?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Please tell me. What
Next?
would you
Next.
would you reply?
Next.
Do you?
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. No, I mean I think one of the things that is interesting is sort of your reunion with the CLG guys, or a lot of players that you previously played with on CLG. What is the team chemistry like? Does it feel like it used to whenever you were back on CLG with these guys? Is it completely different? What's it like behind the scenes?
Yeah, it feels really similar to when I was on CLG. Eugene is the exact same actually as like outside of the game. He's like, our sports psychologist did a piece on TL, and he's like, Eugene, I describe him as someone who has a lot of quiet strength. That he's really quiet, but he's powerful. Like, in his knowledge of the game and his mechanics, he's confident. He does have quiet strength. Like, you don't see him bursting out with like emotion, but he's like a really, really good player. And I would also describe him as someone who's also like really quiet, funny. Like, he's like low-key funny.
I love interviewing
hilarious.
Eugene. Yeah.
He is so funny.
Yeah.
If you just got the chance to like listen to him for a while, you'd be like, this guy is a genius. So I love playing with him, and he's one of my favorite like people that I've played with throughout my career. And same with Jake. Like, Jake is man, he's like a
Does he also have quiet strength?
No. But what Jake has is when he gets on camera, he gets tilted or something because he's totally different on camera. He's shy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Jake is garbage on camera. Yeah. If you're watching this, Jake,
he's right there.
Yeah. No, he sucks.
Peter just said you suck on camera.
Yeah, but he's so cool in real life. He's so cool in real life, though. Yeah, I'll fuck you up.
But he said really good things. He said you have quiet strength, Eugene.
They're over there squatting, but
I don't know why they're squatting.
It's just a good stretch. I got him into it.
Okay.
No, but like, Jake is actually he's just a cool guy too. Like, I like playing with everyone on the team, and I was shocked. I thought there was gonna be problems.
Hate them?
Yeah, I thought there would be problems, but no. Like, everyone's real cool, and I don't think anyone has like raged at each other or done anything out of line yet. Like, we have a great attitude, great team atmosphere, and we all are good friends.
All right, very good. What kind of strength do you have? If Eugene has quiet strength, what is your strength?
I bring the memes.
Okay. You have meme strength? Meme strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have enough meme power for the whole team. And Impact, too. When Impact sees this shit play, he says, my eyeballs. But he says it in, like, his Korean accent, so you're like, what? The first time I was like, what the fuck did he say? And then he's like, my eyeballs. It was so funny.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like you're having a good time on this.
Yeah, it's been fun. Honestly, even if we lost, I think we'd go back and we'd bounce back real fast.
Okay. And then what's going on tomorrow for you?
What's going on tomorrow? We play Optic. I forget who's on the roster since I did that interview. Yeah. And I think we're going to win.
Okay. I mean, okay, let's follow up because in the interview with Avli, you said, I don't even know who's on Optic. You're playing them tomorrow. Shouldn't you know who is on this team?
Well, it's not like I prepared mentally for the players on TSM. I just happen to know who they are. Like, I think there's not a lot of information about Optic. Otherwise, I would know who's on the roster. I mean, okay, I should know who's on the roster. I'm not going to excuse myself out of that one. Okay. All right, I'm not going to.
Eugene, do you know who's on the roster of the team you're playing tomorrow? Because Peter says he doesn't.
Stop. I figured it out. Somebody told me. Okay. And so, but I just think, like, in the beginning of LCS, you can't get a read on a team unless you watch them play. So why would I waste time? I can just watch them play a match, and I'll get to know them so much more than any sort of like preliminary investigating that I would have done anyways. So like,
It just feels like you're unprepared for tomorrow's match.
no, I'm gonna go tonight and I'm gonna prepare.
Okay. So that you're agreeing with me, you're unprepared for tomorrow's match because you're like, yeah, I'm going to go
be
prepare
prepared
tonight.
by tomorrow's match.
Eugene, are you prepared for tomorrow's match? Yeah. Okay. He's ready for tomorrow's match.
Quiet strength.
Okay. Very good. All right. Do you have anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there or to TSM?
No, I'm done talking about TSM, dude. Why has everyone got to make it about TSM? What
I
about
wonder
what about
why.
me?
You did a
What
whole
about-
players tribute
What about
thing.
Peter Pang? What about Team Liquid?
Yeah, because Lord knows no one talks
I got
about
a message
Peter
out there
Pang.
for the fans. I got a message out there for the fans. I was gonna say fuck you guys, but that's really rude. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I actually fuck the fans who are memeing me, but actually kind of thank you too, because it was really motivating, and I think I've learned a lot since Worlds, and I got a little introspective. You know, I got real self-conscious about my play after Worlds,
Yeah.
but now I'm getting in the groove again. So I think that was like a good breather.
Yeah.
So I hate you guys, but you know I love you too.
Is there anyone out there, someone special that couldn't make it this weekend, even though she tried to get a ticket, that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my mom. She's all the way down there and stuff. No. Well, yes, that too, but also Bonnie. I'm sorry you couldn't make it. The tickets are sold out. Don't kill me.
You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Remember last year when I told you that Doublelift charged me $10,000 per interview? Well, unfortunately, you've probably heard that the franchising situation during the off-season had a bit of an inflation experience for everyone, and now he's demanding $15,000. So please help me out. Subscribe to this channel. You'll get more interviews brought to you by Omni/ and me, and hopefully I'll be able to afford another one of those Doublelift interviews soon.